Hey everybody, Tan is live and in the kitchen, and today I'm going to be doing something real simple, quick and easy. Uh, I'm preparing dinner for my precious people. So, I'm preparing dinner for my precious people. Today we have, I had the can, but I threw it away. My parents love this thing, and I swore when I left home I'd never eat this again. Some people call it succotash. I call it okra tomato gumbo. My parents love it, so I make sure they have it. And since today is a simple, quick and easy meal, they have okra tomato gumbo. I'm calling it soup because I'm putting extra tomatoes in it. Tomatoes that were grown in the dirty garden. Those are those super sweet 1800s or 1600s. And these big ones, they came fresh from the non-gardener. These were picked just 30 or 40 minutes ago. I'm gonna get this in there. The okra also came from the dirty garden, and tuna. So through the miracle of Tanavision, I've already got my eggs boiled for the tuna salad. And I'm gonna go ahead and get these okra cut up so they can go down and cook. I told y'all before, I don't like okra. I only grow okra in my garden because my mom liked okra. And if I give her 3 okra, she'd be the most excited. So for all the not liking and a little bit of work that I did to grow okra, the payoff was huge. Just for my mom to be that happy over 2 or 3 okra. So I'm gonna go ahead and get those cut up and sliced. And I'm gonna let them cook. I don't know. I don't like okra, so I don't know how to cook them. However, if I slice them thin enough and I cook the soup long enough, um, they will be soft enough that my dad won't send it back to the kitchen. The food critic, Dad the Great, won't send them back to the kitchen, because he will. Go ahead and get those in my pot. And these tomatoes are small enough, all of them are small enough that I could just go ahead and toss them in the pot and get them cooking with the rest of it. And that is semi-homemade, y'all. The canned ingredients for the okra tomato gumbo and my tomatoes and the non-gardeners tomatoes thrown into a pot that cooks on the stove. Now I also like to add some onions and some extra seasoning. And if I had bell peppers, I would add bell peppers into this mix. Non-garden don't have no bell peppers, but this kitchen got everything else. This magnificent kitchen has everything else, so Tan won't complain for the lack of peppers. They're not required, just a, kind of some flavor that I would like. I'm gonna go ahead and get that stirred up. Let's see. So I got that going on the stove. I got my tomatoes, my okra, and that can. All is going to put it back on the eye. Right now, I'm just letting it simmer a little bit. I turn it up and put the lid on it in a little bit. Yeah, so today my parents are having tuna salad sandwich and okra tomato gumbo. Now I put onions in my okra tomato. I also put onions in my tuna. Now, I sliced the onions really thin. Y'all don't know, that food critic is serious. I know that he likes the flavor, but if he tastes it, he might send it back to the kitchen. And we have other things to discuss other than the size of the onions in his food. So I go ahead and get this little bit sliced up. And the thing is, you can put as little as much as you like, or you don't have to put any. You know, some people like the flavor of a lot of things, and some are none of others. I love tomatoes. I love onions. So most of the times, and garlic. Like I said, I'm putting extra seasons in there. So I got my seasonings sitting out in front of me. The same seasonings I'm going to put in my okra tomato gumbo is going to go in my tuna, except for the lemon pepper. I won't be putting lemon pepper in my tomato gumbo. And these should cook down too and be small enough that Dad the Great won't feel it when he's chewing. Feel it when he's chewing his food. That is my hope and my silent prayer. Go ahead and get this out of the way. And in case you're wondering, just in case you're wondering, Tam, what are you about to do with that lemon? Absolutely nothing. I grew this lemon. I grew this lemon in my garden, and I've been having lemon envy since I first started watching YouTube about 2014. I used to watch another YouTuber go to that big, beautiful lemon tree that was loaded down with lemons. And at some point, my mind said, Tan, you can grow lemons too. And I tried. I have lost almost 7. I'm claiming 6 or 7. Who knows how more have bit the bullet along the way. However, I got a lemon tree that is producing lemons, and I'm gonna make lemonade. I'm gonna make lemon pie. I'm gonna make lemon everything with the lemons that are on that tree. And until I use this one, every video that I show, you're gonna be seeing Tan's lemon. That's all that is. Tan grew a lemon. But here's another easy that I'm working with. I can buy a can of tuna. I can buy a can of tuna and season it up all nicely like I want to, but this is what I'm using today. It's Tuna Creations already seasoned, and I'm gonna doctor it up the way I like to taste tuna too. And my parents like it too. So we're gonna fix this tuna exactly how I want it. And I'm gonna get that started. I'm gonna get it refrigerated. And then I'm gonna show y'all my dinner spread for my parents. But let me go ahead and get some more onions sliced up for my tuna. Just a little bit, because I'm only doing 1 packet. Like this 1 packet, once I get the eggs and the onions in it, will be enough for 2 sandwiches. Just enough for Mom and Dad the Great. That's the thin part, that's the thick part. Yeah, I tried to put that in there. It'll be just enough to fill 2 sandwiches. And I toast their bread lightly. Sometimes I put it on garlic bread, garlic toast. I make garlic toast. If we're feeling real jazzy, sometimes I put a slice of cheese on it. But yeah, that's going a little bit extra above end. I'm doing the mostest when that happens. But I want to go ahead and get this onion. This piece right here, I don't want this in there because you see how it's not giving up to the knife. I don't want Mom and Dad the Great fighting, trying to eat that. That means they get to spend some extra time at the table, and I get to fight to get the next bite in Mom the Great's mouth and the food critic. I don't even want to talk about what he'll do. So yeah, now this is just me. You can make your onions as big as you would like or as thin as you like. That's up to you. That's your preference. And like I always say, a recipe is a guideline. It's a guideline of how to get there. It's just like a map. Amount of times you go left or right, you might know a shortcut. As long as you get to your destination, that's the goal. And I'm going to see if I got a spoon over there. Yes. I'm gonna sit this to the side. I got my onions diced up and go ahead and bring my eggs on over. Eggs have entered the chat. And I'm gonna go ahead and get my eggs cut. Now I usually do is get them in a spoon like this. However you cut, you cut. I've seen people do it in their hands. I need my hands. And any injury at this stage of the game is gonna slow me down. And I just need to focus. I also could have, and it's probably in the house somewhere, I could take a mesh grate and just push the whole egg through the mesh grate. But I'm not looking. I'm not searching for it. I will not search for it. But I want to get the egg small enough so when I put a little dab of mayo in there or the rest of the tuna, the eggs kind of melt in or blend in easier. I don't want big chunks of eggs in a tuna. Now, if you like big chunks of eggs, that's fine. Put big chunks of eggs in your tuna. Got my egg all done. Go ahead and get my onions in the bowl. Mix that around some. Let's see, I am looking for mustard. Oh, garlic ranch. Relish. Do you have enough of mayo? I won't open the mayo if you have open. Okay, so I don't see mayo. Now, here's the thing. I'm not cooking for myself, so I'm not gonna make this good like I like it. I am cooking for my precious people, and you know, everybody likes them a certain way. If I fix it for me, it's gonna be too much flavor for them. So here I go. A little bit of mustard. And I don't know, that little bit of relish. Like I said, this tuna is already made. I'm just, you know, adding some goodness to it. Some delicious, tender loving care. That's all I'm adding to it. That is all I'm adding to this packet of tuna. It's already made for me. And because I'm trying to make this an easy meal, easy but delicious, I'm not trying to do too much extra. Get that tuna out of there. I had a friend years ago say her mama extended tuna by putting crumbled crackers in it. Have you ever heard of that? Crumbled crackers in the tuna. Let me go ahead and get that mixed up. Well, stay in the bowl. Everybody in the bowl. Now, I got the usual suspect. Onion powder. Just a little bit. Garlic powder. And because I know this tuna is seasoned already, and I know that there was some salt in the pickles that I put in there, I'm only adding a little bit of lemon pepper. And y'all, One day when I make it, I'm gonna have spices like this. This size spice is what I want in my kitchen. That's how I know. That's how I know I'd have made it. And that's just a little bit, to give it a lemony type feel. I'm gonna get that all mixed up in there. Get it mixed up real nicely. Then I'm about to crack open the mayo, put a little bit of mayo in there to make this a little bit smoother. Make it a little bit smoother. Got this I bought a big old jar of mayo. And just a little bit of mayo. That's all it is, just a little bit. Get this in the refrigerator, mustard back in the refrigerator. All right. Go ahead and get that mixed on up in there. Well, let me see what it's doing. Yep. It was delicious. It's right where I want it. Where is the plastic wrap? Now, I'm gonna go ahead and get this wrapped up. I'm gonna get this wrapped up in the refrigerator. Get that wrapped up in the refrigerator. And by the time I bring my parents to the table for dinner, this will be nice and chilled. And all those flavors will have gotten together and be straight delicious. Now, get a Ziploc bag for that. Where are you, Ziploc bags? Okay. All right. We'll come back to that. But we'll get back to that. Let me go ahead and put this back. This top shelf right here, y'all. This top shelf. Let me get that back on the top shelf. I had to have some assistance to get that down off the top shelf. I said, oh, I know that's important in here if it's on the top shelf. If it's on the top shelf and I can't reach it, I know the non-gardener ain't reaching it. But, so I've got my tuna ready. It's in the refrigerator, chilling, getting ready for dinner. I have my okra tomato gumbo on the stove, simmering. Now the okra tomato gumbo is made with tomatoes from the Dirty Garden and the Non-Gardener's Garden. Also okra from the Dirty Garden and a can of okra tomato gumbo. I bumped it up with, matter of fact, I told y'all I was gonna put some spices in that thing. I'm not gonna add any extra salt, but I will put garlic powder. And next season, y'all, I hope to be cooking with my own garlic in my food. I grew some garlic this year in the garden, some small ones, of some garlic that I bought from the store that was already sprouting, and it was good. It was so good. Onion powder, I'm gonna get that stirred in. And like I said, I'm gonna let this keep cooking until them okra kind of fall apart. I'm gonna put the lid on this pot. And this is what Tan is having for dinner. Well, this is what my precious people, i.e. Dad the Great and Mom the Great, will be eating for dinner today. Okra tomato gumbo, tuna salad sandwich, you know, straight from the gardens to their belly, for sure. Anyway, y'all, I just wanted to check in with y'all, let y'all know what Tan was getting up to today. It's dinner. And it will be on the table shortly. We're for my precious people. Y'all, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you're missing me and what I'm getting up to. And as always, I thank y'all for watching. Bye. Let y'all get, look, all that goodness my parents gonna eat in that pot. It's goodness if you like okra tomato gumbo. Yuck. If you don't like it, it's yuck to me. I said I'd never eat it again, and I have not. Although I like the ingredients in there. I love okra. Well, I like fried okra, burnt fried okra. I love tomatoes and I love onions. But collectively as a dish is no bueno for Tan. Anyway, bye y'all.